we have got Josh Ross on Pure Country.
Well, you're here.
iHeartRadio. How are you?
Good. Excited to be back in Toronto.
Yeah. You have just kicked off what is looking to be a very fun Bud Light Presents Later Tonight tour.
Yeah.
What has the experience been like so far kicking it off and just getting to come back to Canada and celebrate this record?
Yeah, I feel like finally getting in the groove of it. That's like the first couple shows was like the nerves are kind of there. I always get nervous. It's just like part of, I think, who I am, and it's in a good way. Yeah, it's in a good way. I think I care a lot.
Yeah.
Sometimes probably too much, but just it's crazy to see the fans and see the shows grow since the last time we got to do, shows here, and it to not be like a festival is kind of like rewarding.
Yeah.
Just to like allow it to be people that want to be there, and so far it's been crazy how loud everybody is, and
I've seen videos. I'm like, whoa.
Crazy.
And like to every song.
Yeah, no, it's even like
song.
the new stuff off the record that I'm like, oh, this is the least streamed song on the record, but it may be one of my favorites, and everybody's.
But if they're showing up, they know the songs.
Yes, no, it's been great.
And you've already done a headlining tour, so kind of like get the nerves and jitters out about that. But was there a moment during rehearsal that you maybe like took a step back and watched what was going on stage and went like, oh, I can't wait for fans to see this?
Yeah,
not to give anything away.
Yeah, no, I think the lighting, the top of the show. The top of the show is like we had played a terrible show. I'm trying to think of where it was, somewhere. Just it was not like we didn't play well.
Okay.
In the U.S. and we were on our way back to Nashville, and we just kind of like all drank that night the whole way back, and kind of came up with this like whole show intro, and it's like just kind of my inspirations from like the rock side of things, and I was like, if there's a place to do it, I feel like Canada would totally respect this intro. So between the intro and the lights, and it's just so different from what we had done before with like screens and stuff like that. I feel like it's a little more edgy and honestly a little more me. So
it's fun to like play with that kind of stuff. It's like a part of the music thing that you don't necessarily think about when you first get into it. Is there a song on this record, because there's so many good ones, but is there one that you maybe like had to fight for, that when you wrote it, you were like, this has to be on it, and maybe you were right about it?
I don't know if I was right. I'm playing it in the live show, but Smith & Wesson was a song that was sent to me, and the next day I went to the studio and I cut it without telling anybody. So we usually do them in batches. We'll do like 3 or 4 songs in a day when we're at the studio, and with the live band. And I was basically like, they were like, so what ones did we do today? And I was like, Smith & Wesson are like, wait, what is that? And
you're like, if my vocal's already on it, come on,
so
guys.
I had done it without, not that I necessarily need approval, but we like to all collaborate on what I usually choose, and that was one that I was like, this just has to be on the record. I
have to ask, whose idea was it to do the dirt bike track for the track listing? Because when I saw that, I was like, this is genius.
Yeah, I'll give that to Taylor Kenzie and myself.
Okay.
Dirt biking is a huge part of my upbringing. I rode dirt bikes for a lot of years, raced as a kid, and I just wanted the whole theme kind of to be around that, even when it was like the music video, all that stuff. So shout out to them for
you got to one up that one on the next record. I'm like,
that's like, what do you do, right? It's like,
what do you do?
Next one's maybe like a fishing record or something.
That's
I have no idea.
Yeah, a bunch of different fish in the pond. I don't know.
I have no idea.
How often do you get to, because I'm looking at your year of touring in Canada and then going out with Nate Smith and like all the festivals. Is your pond going to be lonely at home?
Pond is lonely. Hey, but as long as the fish are growing, I get to come back, and it's kind of like when you haven't seen like your niece or nephew for a little while, and then the next time you see them, they're like this much taller. It's like the same thing with the fish. Every time
you have nieces and nephies, don't you?
I do. Yes.
Yeah, they're probably like, "Are you comparing us?"
No,
to
fish. I'm not. No. What I'm saying.
I do get it though.
It's you when you don't see them as often. They grow.
Same with your dogs too. Are
road,
they on the road?
No, I was gonna bring Paxton. Paxton's like so good on the bus, but we have 11 people on the bus, so it's very packed.
There's not as much room for a dog in there.
Yeah, so I would have felt bad for him, and then there's some stuff where the bus is like going on its own, and I just wouldn't want him to be alone. So
what is like your favorite thing about the bus, like that you look forward to, because you do spend a lot of time on there? So
I think just like the camaraderie of like the guys. It's like kind of like being on a sports team. I think that's like my favorite part. My least favorite part is probably sleeping on the bus. I don't sleep well. A lot of people do.
Hard.
I think just because like we're packing so much stuff into the bus, the trailer, and I sleep in the back, and it's like very bouncy because the trailer probably weighs like 10,000 pounds on the back of it. So the sleeping would be
sleeping is tough. Do you guys game and stuff on the bus? Like, is there like tournaments that happen?
Yeah, they do like NCAA and NHL and stuff like that. So
are you watching the Olympics now? If you're,
I watched I watched the game yesterday.
Okay,
I watched that in catering, so that was good.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was good.
So you are going to be in Canada, obviously on tour, but also because you are nominated nominated for quite a few JUNO awards. Does it feel different going into this year as the reigning champ? But also, like, I was looking at the nominees when they came out and just seeing your name next to Justin Bieber in like album, I'm like, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that's the really cool part for me. Whether I win or not, it's always like I'm just happy to be recognized. And like when it's like Tate McRae and Justin and Weeknd, stuff like that, I'm like, all right, this is where I want to be. So cool. So just very grateful for that. And we'll see how we shape up. I try not to put like too much pressure on award stuff. So
it's fun. Like you said, it's cool to be recognized, especially all genre. I feel like that when you are in a genre like country, to get that recognition is really cool. And then you've done a really cool collab with Frank Walker.
Yes.
I was actually driving into Toronto listening to Virgin 99.9 and it came. I was like, hey, that's cool. Here we go. Yeah.
I'm yet to hear it on the radio. I need to tune in, but that was just such a cool. And Frank being Canadian, which is like a cool opportunity, and Chief had sent it over, and I kind of like brushed it off for a little while because I was doing the album, and finally got to get my vocal on it, and we got to shoot the music video for it, and everybody's just so awesome on that crew too. So it was fun. They took me to Vegas one afternoon. I got to go watch Kygo and stuff like that too, which was fun.
Cool.
Like a beach afternoon beach club, which was such a different experience for me. I was the only person in cowboy boots and jeans, and everybody's in like bikinis and bathing suits. But it was very cool.
Yeah, it's cool. It's fun to like get to dabble in that. I know like your like management buddy Nate Smith, like he has worked with like, I think he's worked with Frank Walker too, right? Yeah. Is it fun to like get to play outside of just like the country world and like go on tour with Nickelback and like just really branch out?
I think for me, I think a lot of people just love their lane and they stay in their lane, and I totally respect that. I think I have like too much ADD and like like moving around. Like it's even like when I listen to music, I've always said like I can't listen to the same thing, kind of back to back. I like to switch to a pop song, then a rock song, then a country song, and the EDM thing's like that same. It's a new experience for me. So just wanting to keep doing that.
Do you have a song right now? Because I feel like there's a lot of really good music out, but like for me right now, I have Ella Langley's song "Be Her" stuck in my head because it's been on my Instagram a million times. Is there a song that you are like guilty pleasure right now? You can't stop listening to?
I think I've just been on a Bob Seger kick for the last while, so I'm still repping some Bob Seger right now. Against the Wind, Night Moves, On the Road Again. All those are like. I was listening to those this morning in the shower before I came here. So
just singing Night Moves.
I was.
To get ready.
I was singing Night Moves this morning.
That's amazing.
9:00.
That's one of my favorite songs. So
it's a great song.
Good choice. Okay, last thing before we go. So when you are getting ready to play songs like Get Out on stage, what is something that fans maybe don't get to see like before a show that is kind of a ritual with your crew that you guys always do?
Yeah, I think we kind of just gather and I'll have a quick shot and figure out the set list stuff. We have different options for the tour, so that's been fun to like kind of figure out what we're gonna do. We've so far only switched like covers every night, just.
What are you shooting? What's the drink of choice, or does it change?
What I
does
say.
It vary? Oh no.
Right now, I mean, it's either like tequila or like Jack or Crown.
Okay.
Jack's been a little harder to come by. Recently, so we've been drinking some Crown too, so it's been good.
And I know Bud Light is a part of the tour,
Phenomenal.
A big part of it.
Yes.
I just like, is there Bud Light everywhere? I'm picturing like you wake up in the morning and like your closet's just like overflowing with Bud Light.
Lots of Bud Light. No, the guys are very, very happy right now because it's just like it's just there everywhere we go. So that's been really cool for them, and Bud Light's just such a cool partner. It's like so wild to think. I just just any of the sponsorships. Birkenstock is also part of the tour, and just like having these brands. It's like I wore Birkenstock since I was a little kid. It's my dad's favorite shoe.
Your dad's like, yes.
Yeah, my dad's has
Bud Light
boxes
and
of Birkenstocks now. Literally, it's like, but it's his two keys to life, and he has both of them right now. So he's excited. But no, it's been great.
And your pond at home is empty, so your dad's like, I'm gonna skip the tour. I'm gonna go fish.
He'll go
with
fish
my
from
bud
me.
and my Birks.
Yeah,
and it's a good day.
Dad can maintain the pond for me.
That's amazing. Awesome. Well, congrats on everything.
Thank you very much.
I'm sure we'll see you at the JUNOs. Josh Ross on Pure Country.
Thank you so much.